Okay. And so we have six goals that we always try to accomplish in our 1 hour meeting. One is learning the fundamentals of your products and services. The second thing is our introduction here is we want to make it very effective, where we don't want any solicitation, so which we don't normally allow that here. And the third one is about relationship. So we try to figure out how we can work together and establish that relationship. Fourth is about expertise. So I will put a topic and you guys give your 2 cents on it, okay? Because we don't have a speaker today. The fifth one is understanding. We want to make sure that we get to know you as a person, your personality, your communication skills, and just for a brief time of talking to you, I got to know you a little bit, Christine. And lastly, if you're an official member, we would create a project, and it's more about collaboration. Okay, so those are our six goals. So the way it works is I start asking a question, and then since it's just us, you could take a little bit time on answering the question. So for me, I would go ahead and ask Jennifer. So Jennifer, being a representative for stair lifts, what are some of your goals that you really hope to accomplish in a short period of time?
Some of my goals would just be reaching out to as many seniors as possible that are in need of the products that we do have, because a lot of people could benefit from something such as a stair lift. But we also, our specialty, because we provide, wheelchairs that not everybody has. So meeting those people's needs too is a big goal as well. And then another newer goal is, and I mentioned to you before, would be the office chair line that we have. So now we're kind of opening up the doors to not just seniors, but people that might have back issues, or people that just need a better chair because they're sitting for too long. So
Okay, awesome. All right, so Jennifer, you get to ask Christina a question.
okay. Could you tell me a little bit about, what you do and kind of, why you like what you do, and, just kind of explain that to me?
Yes, so I am a business support specialist. Another title for what it is that I do is virtual assistant. I support business owners and entrepreneurs with operating their businesses and completing tasks. I got into this work because my family moves around a lot because of my husband's job. And I was looking for stability in my own career. And I wanted to really utilize my skills and do what I enjoy doing. I am a very helpful person. I love to plan. I love to help people accomplish their goals. And so I looked around online for different types of opportunities, and it just, being a virtual assistant kind of popped out at me because I'm able to utilize all of my core strengths every day to do different tasks. So right now I am trying to break into the environmental group or the green sector, because I have a personal passion and find enjoyment in gardening and things. And so I'm looking to kind of merge my professional life with my personal interests.
Wow. All right.
Cool. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Now, Christine, you get to ask me a question.
So tell me about what it is that you do day to day. What is your role, and why do you enjoy it?
Okay. Well, I actually do a lot of things. I love working with different types of people. I have a marketing program for the finest women in real estate, where I help promote them. So we do some, TV shows, radio shows, magazine publication. Those are the things that I work with them. Then I also have Real Men of Real Estate, which is another radio talk show that I manage. And I'll be working with them on also doing some TV reality shows in the future. And then in addition to that, I've got the Fire Up Connect, which is, this one we started this way back before COVID. And it's been great for me because I've been getting a lot of connections. And then I also have now the International Wealth Builders Association, which is another organization that I started in our community. I'm also the director for Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs and VP of Membership for Filipino American Chamber of Commerce. So all of those organizations I run all at the same time.
Okay.
All
Sound
right.
really busy.
Yes. Now, welcome, Paul. How are you? You're on a mute. There you go.
Sorry, I just got off another meeting. It's been a busy day and I apologize that I'm
Oh,
late.
that's okay. No worries. It's just
Does this bother you ladies if I unbutton this?
no,
Not
not
at
at
all.
all.
Okay, it's pretty warm here.
Yeah, go for it. Just
Yeah.
this is like we're trying to get to know people.
Yeah, I'm always in a suit and tie. So anyway, but
Okay.
it's
Well, so I get to ask you a question because you're the last one that showed up. Okay, Paul.
my goodness. I'm sorry. Just to get off that other meeting, it was like pulling teeth. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah.
All right. So my question for you, Paul,
Mhm.
is I know that you're working on so many large projects. It's taking a while to get all
Mhm.
your documents and things like that.
Mhm.
But what is your vision for the short term? So like,
Great.
for example, in the next 3 months, what is
Okay.
your vision and how are you going to be able to accomplish that vision?
Great question. Just yesterday, the city called me. They returned my call, so they already sent the application. What we're going to do now is once we've already, I'll fill out that application tomorrow. The architect, the initial partner investor of mine, we're all three going to meet. We're going to start on that one by filling out that application. I already talked to the planning department. We already have a date next month because they meet every 2 Thursdays of the month. And so we're going to get a lot done this way because on those meetings, all the departments of the city and us will be in a meeting. And so from that meeting, we're going to determine if they're going to allow what we're doing. So now I'm doing all the due diligence on what that zoning is, requiring or what they're going to allow. But what we have on our side is that zoning out here right now, it's in flux because they want something new to happen. So nothing is really etched in stone. So I think that this design is really going to open up their minds out here because it's going to be an attraction building.
Okay.
So
So
that's where we're at with
that's
this.
your vision for the next 3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now you get to ask question anyone because you didn't get to meet Christine, but I'm sure you know Jennifer. So it's up to you
Yes.
if you want to ask a question.
Yeah. Well, Jennifer, I like the backdrop, but I do have to ask Christine. Christine, you know what? You almost, when I first saw you, I think on your profile, I thought you were that movie star. What's that? You know who I'm talking about, right? People have said this. No?
I've never heard this. Go.
Who's the star now that starred in Huge? She was, you girls know who I'm talking about? The star that she won the Emmy. I think it was the Emmy. Goes to show you that I really watch movies, but no, she's very. Do I have to search her out? You don't know who I'm talking about, huh?
I've never heard this.
Yeah,
This
I would be curious who it is.
She was. Oh, good grief. Okay, let me see.
Do you know what movie?
Well, she was in. I think the first time I saw her was she was in Tyler Perry's movie. She played the social worker and this girl that she was watching over. She was going to go get a job and she was a social worker and she was trying to set this girl straight, but this girl she wasn't obedient and she paid the price. And then at the end, when she got the job, this guy tried to come on to her, and this lady that's the star, I remember she came in, and I think the girl that was going to get the job, he tried to make a pass at her. And so she was trained, if someone was to do that, to kick him where it hurts. So this guy was down on the floor, and this lady comes in, the social worker, and says something like, "Serves you right," and kicks him in the butt.
Well,
I'm
that's
trying
a pretty good
Yeah,
story.
it was hilarious, but
So
okay, let me
Christine, you
see.
could be an actress. That's what we're saying.
Anyway,
In
if
another life.
no,
Well, you know, the
anyway,
funny thing about that is I'm doing a TV reality show filming for Finest Women in Real Estate. You never know, right?
Okay.
um,
All right, what's your
Start.
question, Paul?
okay, so anyway, yeah, Christine. So what do you do, and what? How did you meet Marie? Because I'm sure that's how you were invited here, right? Or
Yes. So I am a business support specialist. I
Mm-hmm.
assist business owners and entrepreneurs with operating their businesses, everything from calendar management to customer experience management, which is one of my specialties. I met Marie through LinkedIn networking, just reaching out to people and answering invitation requests. And she told me about this meeting, and I am really excited to kind of get online and start networking more. I've kind of been head down in my own business for a while, and trying to just beef up my book of business and not really meeting people just for networking's sake. And so I thought this was a good way to kind of get started with that whole process.
Awesome. Wow.
Yes, that's
Okay.
nice.
Yeah. So here, since Paul, you started talking about this movie, I came up with a different topic for today.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say, if you were chosen to be an actress, what would it be? I would like to know. Let's
An actress
get
or an
Jennifer.
actor? Oh, okay.
Yes, actress or actor. So, Jennifer, you want to start?
I would like to, but I'm not that familiar with names of actors and actresses.
No.
to be honest
What
with
would
you.
be the character that you would like to have?
Like the type of
Yeah,
character?
the type of character as an actress.
Oh, okay. Probably just somebody that was really courageous. I think it would be cool to, be like the hero of a movie,
And why is that?
Well, because who doesn't want to be the hero, right?
Okay.
Well, I know some villains. There's some villains out there.
Okay, so you could be one of those like the Marvel heroes, like the
like the
Supergirl,
Save the Day and all that.
Wonder
there you
Woman, right?
go.
Okay. Yeah. All right, what about you, Paul?
What about me? Let's see. What about me? I would like to be, I don't know, like the Clark Kent of business, where, I take off my suit and just fly and get things done. I don't know.
Superman.
I don't know, something like that. But that's a
Okay.
great question. I don't really watch.
Well, sometimes
too
it
many.
shows the personality of what you want it to be in the future when you think about it. And so that's why I'm curious.
Well, you know what? So, now that you mentioned that, it's not so much that I'm, all about business. I think the older you get, you want to share your life with someone. So maybe, yeah, Clark Kentish business, but yeah, have, like some type of hidden love there that I see, and a female character, and then I'm flying over the Golden Gate Bridge, flying to New Mexico, and I see her, and I don't know, I hit a building or something. I don't know,
Oh,
something
wow.
like that. But
Okay, so definitely like a Superman story. Okay, Christine, what about you? Since
I would have to agree with Jennifer that I would like to be kind of a hero in a movie, not necessarily a hero, but I would like to, if I was an actress, I would like to star in like an action movie. So I'm thinking like Black Widow,
Ooh, that's good.
or something like that. I love action movies. And so that's
Okay.
what I would like to do.
Wow. Well, okay, let me see. I've always thought about me flying. I've had so many dreams of flying. So I definitely wanted to be one of those heroes where you fly. But at the same time, I like to do some actions because karate is kind of like the background of my family. Grew up with my grandfather being the founder of karate in the Philippines, and my uncle, my dad did tons of karate movies, and I'm thinking, I can do that too. Right? So something martial arts will be perfect for me. I can see it happening. So we'll see what happens with that. Especially, I'm working on this idea of a movie. Jennifer, think about this. I'm talking about this movie to where it's almost similar to Charlie's Angels meeting Ocean 11. And
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Paul, you could be one of the Ocean 11 guys, and
You know,
Jennifer could be one of those Charlie's Angels, and
that-
Christine, you could be part of it if you wanted to fly here in California. And
wow.
actually, I have some guys that are like pushing me to create this movie. And they keep asking me, Marie, when are you going to do the movie? I said, well, I need the funding. So I'm going to have a gathering with the Romana Real Estate, talk about the project for the TV reality show, and I will also talk about this movie. So if I can raise the money that I need, which is only $15,000, which is not a lot, if I can raise that, I'll be able to put this movie together and it'll be amazing. How about that?
That sounds
What's it-
awesome.
In Ocean's 11, Brad Pitt, who else was in there? George Clooney.
Yeah,
Wow, that'd be awesome. Yeah,
combination.
because you know what?
People.
Those guys are funny. I like that type.
Well,
It's almost like the star, the guys, but they're funny. I like
Yeah.
that.
Well, here's the thing. If you are a commercial broker,
Mhm.
Paul, you're coming
Yes.
into this movie, you will be playing as a commercial broker. If
Oh, okay.
Jennifer is representing Stair Lives, that's what she's going to be doing in her episode. And same thing with Christine. If she is a VA, that's what going to be her role. And so we're trying to make this more very realistic, in real life, to where you're coming in as who you are. And I have done fashion show events. So I would be coming into this to this movie as a fashion organizer. So it'll be interesting how that all flows. And the beauty about creating this movie, one is it's a very creative way of using it for branding and for getting your name out there,
Mhm.
knowing that this is what you do and this is what you're trying to do. So Paul, if you're trying to build the city, that will be the
Mhm.
story for you. What is the
Nice.
I think it's going to be awesome. Even for doing the TV reality show, you would be
Yeah.
perfect for being on, filming you talking to people and trying to fight the idea of making things happen. That's a good reality show. So just think about it. Those are the things that's running in my head, and I'm making it more known, because the more people see who you are and what you do, you're going to attract a lot of people that would come to you because they wanted to just be a part of what you do, because they see how cool you are and how you communicate and how amazing your faith and how you're very close in tune with your family. Those are great traits and qualities. And so being a Superman definitely might happen.
Oh, that's great. Thank
So
you.
anyway.
And it was Viola Davis. You guys, don't you think she looks a little bit like Viola Davis?
Oh, I
No?
don't know her, but I will definitely look into
You
it.
don't know who, how about you, Jennifer? You know who
I'm not
Viola?
sure who that is. No.
What is it again? What's
Oh
her
my
name?
goodness, Viola Davis.
Viola?
Yeah, she's the hot Black actress right now. I'm hot in the sense that
Oh,
she's,
yes, I am
she
looking at it right
is,
now.
she's
Viola
at the top right now.
Oh
Viola Davis.
my gosh, girl, you do look like her.
Doesn't she? Like if
You
she was to
think
put
so?
red lipstick on, you know who she is, right, Christine?
I do, yes.
So if she was to put like red lipstick on and her hair, let's see.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then do that look. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Here, look,
Anyway,
can you see it? That's her
Viola
right
Davis,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have her pulled up. Let's see here.
Viola Davis.
there. Anyways,
let
And
me
definitely
let me
I could
give you
see-
this and see if you can see this.
go ahead and show it on your. Oh yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's Viola Davis?
Nope, that's me.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I
You
was gonna
look
say,
like-
I
wow.
wanted you to have the comparison
Oh,
with your
yeah.
lipstick.
you gotta think about that. You might
Yes.
you might be destined to being an actress, and you can thank all of us later.
Yes,
So,
I will make sure to thank you at my award ceremony.
okay, and so so then Jennifer, you would be like one of Charlie's Angels and you're working at a chair shop or something? That's pretty cool.
I guess so. Just, selling all the chairlifts and being the superhero of this
That,
community, right?
Yeah. How about this?
wow, that,
Jennifer? How about
so
this?
this is,
What about the chair moving like a with like a rocket and just like takes you far?
this could get crazy. Yeah, this is
Oh, I could.
definitely, I could see this already. This is good. You got
There's
a
a
pretty
lot
good
of,
eye, Marie.
Yeah, there's a lot of comedy that we can put in the movie too, kind of make it fun for people, and it's more lighthearted for people to watch, and it's gonna be awesome. I've been pushing this far. The name of the show is called Fire Up Angels. How about that? So you're already
Up
a hero
Angels,
just
huh?
by saying the name Angels, right?
Fire Up
Hey.
Angels. Fire Up Angels.
All right, so think about this. You guys need to really dream about this and start thinking, okay, how can Marie raise the money to create this movie? Right?
We'll start brainstorming that.
Yeah, brainstorm, because if I make this happen, you guys, we're gonna have a premiere here. I'm gonna get all the photographers and we're gonna have paparazzis. I mean, I tell you, I've done that here for the fashion shows. That's why I became famous in the fashion industry. I actually was looking at some of my videos, and I had this interview, shots at the Style Fashion Week, at the Arts Fashion Week, and I had Kit Robinson, the actor, sitting right next to me. Imagine that.
Really?
I've got all these things that happened to me because of how I did the branding and how I executed the fashion show, and that's what I'm doing with the movie. So I'm gonna make you guys all famous if we do this movie. I'm telling you, I only need, I would say, if I can raise $20,000, so I only need 5 women and 15 guys. That's $20,000, $1,000 each, and we can create this movie. How about that?
Is Kit, going back to Kit Robinson, is he or she, right?
He was the singer from Dream Girls, and he was also the actor at he's the friend in the movie of Dear John.
Okay, I'm looking at the wrong person.
So Keith Robinson from Dream Girls.
Oh, Keith Robinson. Okay,
Yes,
Keith
Keith
Robinson.
Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah, he and I have a connection. So I invited him to our fashion show here. He showed up to one of my fashion, and I have a picture of him with me in a red carpet. You want to see that? Let me see if I can
Okay.
find it.
Sure.
Keith Robinson. Here he is. Keith Robinson, IVBCF. Let's see if I can find him. Marie, wait. Let's see if I can find it. This is the promo that we did of him. Oh, here's the newspaper of the fashion show that he showed up. Let me see if I can find my picture.
And what's the other girl? So I'm looking at something. Wow, I'm looking at Charlie's Angels right now. So there's been quite a few, but I mean the famous one was Farrah Fawcett, and I'm looking at the blondes, and the other
Jennifer
one
would be like of course the one with, she should be perfect with this chair thing that I'm thinking about as a superhero.
but the one,
here.
what's her name? What's the other, the new one? So,
I don't know,
so
but
Jennifer is a mix between Farrah Fawcett and what's Diaz, what's her name?
Carmen Diaz.
Yes, that one, because
Yeah.
she's the blonde in this.
But the way I'm looking at Jennifer will have a like a superpower of moving those chairs.
Oh,
Mhm.
gotcha. Okay.
God, imagine that. And then
Sorry, I got to step out for a second, guys. I got a customer that came in.
okay,
Mhm.
okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. So that's what I was thinking for her. But yeah, I mean, there's so many ways to do this movie. But again, I just need to gather everybody. And I'm actually working on that event. Anyway, so we kind of, went on a different format here, Christine. This is really not our normal format.
Look, doesn't that look like Christine?
Like Chrissy, yes.
Really? Don't you think? At least that's
Maybe
what I
just a
thought.
tad bit.
Okay, I probably.
Yeah, it's a matter of what you want it to be in the future,
Yeah,
right?
okay, anyway, sorry about that.
No, that's all right. Okay,
Listen, I would love to be mistaken for Viola Davis every day. She's very
man,
talented.
you
You
know,
gotta see that one on Tyler Perry, because that was the first time I saw it, and she was funny, but she was a no-nonsense lady in this movie, and how she protected these girls, but these girls didn't want to listen. And then at the end, it was like, I told you so. It's just, she plays a good character anyway. Not that I watched Charlie Trial. I mean, what is it? Perry, what's his name? Tyler Perry movies all the time. It just happened to be that I watched them. But some of his stuff is funny. But anyway,
okay, well, let's do this. Let's move on to our next part of our meeting. Christine, this is really like a totally different meeting that we have, but it's,
yeah,
I love it.
but this is cool.
Yeah, so the next meeting is kind of sharing one of your success stories or a specific challenge that you're having in your business that you wanted to share people so they can give you some ideas or recommendations, or a specific goal, which, I think we've asked that question to some of the members here. So you start, Christine. What would you like to share?
Maybe I will quickly do both. I will share a quick success and then ask a question based on a challenge that I'm having. So a success I find is, or that I would like to celebrate, is actually bringing my business to profitability. So I am in business, I have clients, I'm booked, and that is a wonderful thing. I'm in a lot of groups with other VAs, and I am able to see how difficult it is for some people to get to the point where I am. So that's great. A challenge that I am having is selling some business owners who are looking for, I'm having a challenge converting people who are looking for employees to accept a service provider and an independent contractor. So right now I am kind of targeting and marketing to business owners who have open administrative positions open, or positions that have been open for a while, people who are looking unsuccessfully for help. And I'm finding that they are first intrigued with the service that I'm providing and what it is that I'm able to do, but hesitant to go ahead and sign on. And so I was just looking for maybe some pointers or some feedback from someone else on why they would be hesitant, or why you would be hesitant to go with a service provider versus an employee, if you haven't been successful at finding an employee.
Okay.
That's a good question.
You have an answer, Paul?
Yes, actually, that's a very good, I think, so once again, so if I understood this, employee versus a service provider.
Correct.
I think, you know, the way things are going now with technology and things, and yet globalization is at a level that it's never been before, that you could basically get a service provider clear across the other side of the globe, get some things accomplished. As far as an employee, because that's where we're at now, where before I used to have employees, but now it's just me and couple service providers that I'm dealing with in marketing in Rio Rancho and in San Francisco, two different firms. My accountant, she's a subcontractor, my CPA, my attorney. But when it comes to an employee, I think where you have to weigh out your decision is how often do you want that person by you and your office versus can they be a remote source? That's what I think. That's the key question. Like once this starts to go, I have to hire an assistant that works with me because it's going to be busy during the day and I need to know that I could go ahead and you know, shift some responsibility to that person where I could be dealing with someone else. So they have to be there with me, personal assistant or something, an assistant. So that's where I would weigh out the cost for me. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Here's my 2 cents, Christine. Because I hire people also. You know, like outside, it's not I don't have any employee. I outsource, you know, the things that I need. But I'm also very critical about who I want to work with. And part of it is I need to know that these people have the qualification that I'm looking for. I'm talking about knowledge, professionalism, communication skills, and their talents in regards to the project itself. And most of all, I have to like the person. If I don't feel like I can't trust the person, I will not even consider it. So part of it, Christine, is because we are all in virtual, it's really, really hard to break in unless you do this kind of format that we're doing right now. If they get to know you this way, where like right now we were talking and having fun and everything, I feel comfortable talking to you. But if people are just meeting you the first time and you're trying to solicit for your services to them, I think you will face a lot of, you know, wall from them because they don't know you. They don't know if they like you. They don't know if you're smart enough to handle the projects. They don't know if you're able to handle it. So it's really about the connection and the personality style that you are connecting with it. And you also need to understand what do they really need to have. If you are able to crank that information, you'll know how to put yourself in it. So here in our format, you know, that's why we talk about, we have a Q&A, that's why we have a business share time. That's how we find out a lot of information, how we can work together. So that's something that you might want to consider, Christine, because we get a lot of people here. But since, you know, we need to know who you are too. And this is just a very casual way for us to get to know you. All right.
Okay.
So just think about that. It's really about the relationship. It's really hard to get through people if you don't have any kind of relationship with them.
And may I say something too? I think the other thing is your cost factors is huge too, where if you are going to employ someone, remember that comes with a cost and responsibility. I think the only way that I would hire someone, once again, they have to be like Marie said, they have to know what they're doing there, because I already know that, you know, what I'm looking for, someone that can take orders and get things accomplished, an assistant, you know, an executive assistant is what I'm looking for. So if they don't meet that criteria, then I don't want to talk with them. Because at the end of the day, if it's just typing stuff that I'm needing, then I could go to the college or university and get some type of intern, and then I'm not going to pay as much. But then I'm at that point again where I need someone that knows my MO, how I do things. And it could be an intern that's really sharp. That's great. And you're going to save money because you're not going to pay them as much as you would in it as an executive assistant. But it's all about, you're going to be paying, the benefit package with them, unemployment insurance, that comes with a heavy cost, right? That's why I'd keep it very minimal to employees, and I would just do subcontractors from there, if that makes sense.
It does. In the last month, I've been tracking the responses that I'm getting and the questions that I'm being asked. And in the last month, I have been asked multiple times, more times than I have expected. Once my qualifications are laid out, I'm currently working toward my MBA. So I'm being asked, why do you want to be an assistant if you're getting an MBA?
You know what my rebuttal to that is, I was in my college and university courses in business classes. There were a lot of people that wanted, that's what they were going for, their MBA. But to me, an MBA, just like any higher education accomplishment, is nothing until you get that experience. And so what I did is, after my, say, running a business too, I kept going, to college and university. And then I got to the point where I had a lot of years of background in business and going to school. And that was one of my bones of contention, that a lot of people wanted that MBA, but they had no clue on how to run a business. And so to me, I think if they're just so focused on that, Kristen, beware. If they're just going to be wanting to get their MBA, you learn a lot going to dinner with someone and talking with them. Like Marie said, you learn a lot about a person here. And this thing about characters, if that person wants an MBA because they want, they're not going to take orders and they want to give orders, is that going to be conducive to what you're looking for? It might be, but this is what I'm saying, right? So
let's welcome Jasmine. Jasmine, how are you? Hi, last
Jasmine.
15 minutes. You're gonna. We hope that you can still benefit from the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, I just hopped off of a call. I apologize. We were looking at some inventory, trying to close some deals. But thank you for having me, and I always want to jump in.
Okay, Christine is someone that we're already on the business share time, so we're sharing, either success story, challenges, or business goals. So I'm going to move on to Paul in regards to that section.
Yeah, so I think that success is what I shared with you ladies. I think we're finally moving a little bit, and actually right now to Marie, the new School of Architecture just emailed me too. So I put that plug in the city's ear that I do have a contact that might be wanting to get involved with the whole Civic Center Plaza conceptual.
Wow.
So the thing is, now the challenge is, like they always say, watch out what you pray for, because once it starts going, the floodgates come, and now you gotta manage it. So hence, the good thing that we were talking about this, Christine, because this is what I'm looking at, like who is going to be part of this
Team.
big endeavor.
Yeah.
And which, by the way, did that make sense when I was talking to you about weighing that out, Christine?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the MBA. So okay, so that's my challenge, and I think some success, because slowly but surely things are coming around.
Awesome.
And
All
this
right,
is
Jasmine, your turn. Since you showed up, you're gonna have to share us your one of those three things.
And what are the three things?
Success story, a specific challenge, or a business goal. And you can combine any of them. I mean, we still have time for you, so go ahead.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just combine it. My name is Jasmine. Hello, everyone. And I'm fairly new. meeting that I've probably been involved for about 2 to 3 months. I'm just trying to get this into my schedule and just make sure I can show up regularly. So I think we'll see that coming here from here on. And so success stories and challenges. I have one on my desk that meets both of those criteria. I have about $1.4 million worth of notes on my desk right now that we're trying to sell to our community.
Wow.
And half of them have already been spoken for. So this success part is I'm glad to have that inventory. There's good returns. The lowest returns doing about a 10%. And I've seen all the way up to about 14 or so on this tape. And so the challenge is that it's all or nothing tape, meaning that we have to buy everything on the tape or get nothing.
Oh, really? Wow.
So we've got a total of 31 assets. Like I said, about 20 of them are spoken for. So right now, the challenge is going through them and checking out the opportunity. A lot of them look really good. One of them's in Estelle, South Carolina, someone I'm not really familiar with, but the opportunity is very solid. So the challenge part is to make sure that I'm able to flush these out and get them in the hands of people looking for solid returns. Because sometimes places like Estelle, South Carolina, I'm looking at one. I have Bessemer, Alabama, these places, they don't necessarily resonate with the people I work with because we're from California, New York, Texas, big areas. And so I have to get them to understand that people live in these places very comfortably and happily ever after. And you can collect their money just as you can anyone else's, regardless of, whether they're living in, for example, one is in Ocala, Florida. It's a mobile home and they've been perfect on their payments for over 5 years. And so we're, after looking at it, we're like, okay, it's actually good. But our first glance was like, oh, it's a mobile home in Florida. But afterwards, we looked at it in a nice neighborhood, values of over 110,000 on it. So we're probably going to make a move on it. So those are my challenges just right now with inventory and
Wow.
stuff like that.
A pretty good
Wow.
challenge.
Mhm.
That really will show how you make things happen.
Yes.
I know Jennifer is available. I think Jennifer is still with her client. So I'm gonna move on to myself. So for me, I have this International Wealth Builders Association right now that I'm able to successfully bring in the former mayor of the city of Marietta, and they're going to be talking about the entitlement process and working with the city. And I believe I gave you a link to that, Paul, but Jasmine, are you able to attend that meeting on March 30th?
You sent me the link, Marie?
Yeah, I did.
March 30th, I'll be in Scranton, Pennsylvania, unfortunately.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So if you want, I can send you the link also, Jasmine, and you can watch it because
Oh, okay. Yeah.
invite. It was a calendar invite, Paul.
Yeah, let me see if I,
Because one of these days, I'm going to schedule you, Paul, to
Mhm.
talk about your projects on the city of Rio Rancho, okay?
okay.
That we can-
That's-
that's-
Yeah, I apologize. I was supposed to get back to
No,
you.
that's okay. So that's one of the things that I was able to complete. And the Filipino American Chamber of Commerce Leadership Awards is happening on March 19. That I
I
am
did get
the
that one.
VP of membership, and my goal for that is for them to have 100 members, and they're giving currently 50% discount, and it's only $50 a year that you can renew every year for $50. So if I were you, if you want to access the 100 people in there, Filipino American Chamber of Commerce, go to faccnsd.org and join them, because I would take advantage of that. Okay. So
Now, did you say it was $50 a year?
faccnsd.org.
But you said it's
offering
$50 a year, you said?
$50 a year. But you get the access to all of those people. That's and then they have 24 coalition chapters that includes hundreds and hundreds of other members. So
And that's in California, right? Southern
yeah,
California?
this is California, but you're going to get access to all of those coalition chapters. They have like 24, 29 chapters that you will be able to attend. I mean, this is really amazing if you wanted to have more connections. So make sure you get into that. $50.
Give me the website again. What is it?
faccnsd.org. Okay. And Christine, if you're looking for a connection, this is one that you might want to invest for yourself, because there's a lot of companies that are coming in that you can access also. Think about it. You gotta look at your networking also in a different way. So that's one. And then the Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs, Jasmine, I think I invited you to that. And so we meet every first Wednesday of the month. And that one is also $50 a year. I mean, it's an incredible membership that
Yeah, I would say. So, Global Society of Empowered Women, right?
no, Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs.
Or female.
So
Gotcha.
Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs.org or .com. I think that's
Yes, yeah. You sent that to me.
join that one too, because they have over 300 members. I think 350 something members, and that's a good access. You can join the online meetings that they have. You can also join the in-person, because I'm one of the in-person meetings. Okay. So
okay, I see it has Oceanside and San Diego network. So just join
yeah,
the San Diego
you
one.
have that. So just join, and you know, that's an access to you. So
And then when I join, it'll send me the links to the meetings.
yes, the meeting is the first Wednesday of the month at the Mission Valley at the Crust Kitchen. That's it.
Oh, it's in person. Okay.
Yeah, that's in person. But once you become a member, you will have access to the other meetings.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to my guy first Wednesday of the month.
Okay. I did talk to Harrison today, by the way.
Okay.
All right, Paul, just quickly, Mary, I did tell Mary that if I said to her that if you want to go to New Mexico, Paul will definitely be able to check you out. And so she said, well, if Paul is sending me an invitation, and send me a ticket there. So
well, great. Thanks for letting me know. Let's get this conceptual design started first, and that
Yes.
would be fantastic.
She's ready to, if you invite her, she's gonna fly there to meet you. So you can meet her in person.
Fantastic. Okay. And,
All right,
which,
so
by the way, I wanted to ask Jasmine, was she the person that had the pink hat? I think you.
yes.
Yeah.
she is.
Okay. I remember. Okay. Great. All right.
I apologize for not wearing it today. I don't like to show up
No.
without it. People don't like it. They say, well, who is this lady? Who is this lady?
No, it's all right.
So Christine, you know, you got to meet Paul, who is from Rio Rancho, New Mexico, and you got to meet Jasmine, who is, you can see, a very powerful woman. And Jennifer has a business of Stairlift. She represents that company in the city of Temecula. So here's the challenge to you. We have 3 minutes, okay? Think about how you're going to be able to work with them in so many different ways. So that's where you become, you know, use your knowledge and your education to be very creative, because it's not only one way of doing business. There's so many layers of doing business, and you got to be creative. And think about this, Christine, is this the only way you want to make money, or are there other opportunities that you can make money? Okay, so think about the multiple income stream of income. If you connect with me, I've got a lot of those, and Jasmine, I'm sure, can definitely bring you a lot of those, and the same thing with Paul and Jennifer. So think about not just one way of making money. Okay, you have your style of making money right now, but think about other income coming in, passive income, or different types of business that you can offer to some of your connections that you get money from. So I would suggest you have a one-on-one meeting with all of us, and then explore the idea of how can you make yourself an exceptional VA, and not only being a VA, but also being creative about making money on other ways of doing business. Okay, this is where you become like, now I'm an actress. You know, I have so many opportunities, right? We were talking, Jassy, we were talking about Kristen looking like a Viola, the actress.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis.
Yeah, Viola Davis. And
I mean, is it just me that thinks this, or?
No,
Yeah.
100%.
You see it?
Yeah, are you kidding me? Yeah.
And Jasmine, I'm also talking about doing a movie here, like similar to Charlie's Angels meeting Ocean 11. How about that?
Where Jennifer would be a mix between Farrah Fawcett and Cameron Diaz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
my
See?
Charlie's Angels are not 3 women. It's gonna be 5 or 7 women. And then the men, there's gonna be a lot of men that are all businessmen. that are gonna be more like James Bond group. But it's
Nice.
yeah, so it's gonna be awesome. And Jasmine, imagine this: if you are coming into this movie, you're gonna come in as a note investor. That's exactly your role.
You get- you get-
With your pink hat,
With your
yes. What kind of car do you drive, by the way? I'm curious to know this.
Oh my God.
Like a
I-
pink Cadillac, a pink
I was gonna
Cadillac,
say-
yeah.
I do have a Cadillac. I was afraid to answer.
Oh my goodness, I
It's
can
not it.
picture
It's
Hey,
not
your
it.
pink
Jess,
hat coming out. You
we
guys
should
ever
do
see that
We
movie?
should do this. I only need to raise $15,000 for this project plus 5,000 for marketing. Okay.
Oh,
If
wow.
this happen in our community, you will get a lot of eyes, a lot of investors, a lot of high profile people because it's a premiere movie. That's how we're doing it. That's how I did the fashion show. That's how I became famous in the fashion. And I'm not even a fashion designer. Imagine, you know, and I got invitation to go to Paris. I got invitation to attend the Cine Fashion Film Awards. I got interviewed on Style Fashion Week and Arts Fashion Week. Imagine that. Because
Yeah.
of the way I branded it. So if we brand this movie the way I'm envisioning it, we're gonna get a lot of attraction and a lot of people that you're looking for.
But we would have
I would
to,
just follow your lead, my friend.
Yeah, right.
and wouldn't you have to practice the skit and this, that, and the other? How would you do
Well,
that?
it's going to be very natural because you're already acting as who you are, as your business. So if the episode is about what you do as a commercial broker, that's
Mhm.
exactly what you're doing. You're just acting as who you are. So I
Mm.
don't really need an actor, the real actors or actors. And that's what they're trying to tell me. And I said, no, this is a real people that are doing the real job. They don't have to make it up. This is exactly what they're doing. So, I mean,
I
you're just
see.
being who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's
No,
what I
I see.
wanted to show. I mean, and Jasmine, she's got the personality already. I mean, that's not acting. That's exactly who she is.
Yeah.
Until you see me on the camera, then it'll be like,
Exactly.
not sweet.
And Jennifer, she's being shy, like, being quiet and everything. All of a sudden, she gets this chair moving like,
Burst into her
Oh my
superpowers.
God.
it's like she has this, what is that? The four invisible, the Fantastic Four.
The Fantastic Four, yes.
Yeah, remember the lady that is invincible, right? So I'm kind of like,
Girl, I think is her name.
yeah,
Or the
she's
Invisible Woman or something.
she's just a very, she's not a wild woman. She's a very, a conservative woman, but look at what she was doing. She's just like, with power. And that's what I was thinking about you, Jennifer. We'll use your chair and make this so powerful in the movie. And imagine everybody's going to buy your chair because they have this in their mind that, my God, the stair lift is so powerful.
Oh my goodness.
Boy, we're really letting our imaginations go now. Huh?
I'll have to tell John about all this and see what he thinks.
I think that would be awesome. And then here you go, Christine, being the actress. Oh my God. I have so much fun in thinking about this, and I think it's gonna be amazing if I'm able to really fulfill it. I would have one of my biggest check ever if I can make this happen.
Let's do it. We're part of your dream. You're
Yes.
part of ours. We're part of yours.
All right, we'll make that happen. Okay, and then we're gonna tell a documentary story about how we did all of this. And you're talking about, okay, after you're gonna share your story that after we did this movie, this is what happened. I got this investor, gave me $1 million, things like that. It's like, a lot of stories that will come out of this. And that's what I'm hoping to see happen when we do this movie. How about that? Okay, we're already over. I think we exceeded our time. Christine, do you have any feedback at all regarding our meeting?
Now, this was a great meeting. I look forward to joining you guys again in the future if you'd have me. And I'd like to just maybe request if everyone can drop their email or a link to their scheduling agent in the comments so that I can reach out to you to maybe schedule some one-on-one time. And thank you guys for having me today.
Yes, thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. Enjoy, be a superhero, and
Here,
Thank
that's
you.
right.
move the mountains.
I'll text you a little later today, Marie, okay?
Okay, sounds good. All
Thank
right,
you.
Have an
Wait,
amazing.
we put our information on the chat, right?
Yes, go ahead. I'm not gonna close until you guys put your information.
Okay.
So Christine can save it. Oh my God, John Alero is gonna go laugh with all of these ideas we have.
I can't even imagine. Oh.
He's not gonna say, that is the meeting is to talk about a movie as a superhero. But you know what? Seriously, if we make that happen, his business is gonna explode. I'm telling you, because of the way we're gonna make this chair look like, you know, super chairs.
Right.
It's it's people's perception. They buy to the things that it makes them happy. They live in a fantasy land sometimes to where they want to do it and they spend money on it. So if we make the chair looking like very, you know, super chairs, I mean, I tell you, that is going to be amazing for him.
For sure.
But we need to raise the money. That's what we need to do. All right. Okay, Christine, thank you so much. And I think, you know, you're up to big challenges and lots of great success in your life. Once you get into the Fire Connect, you're going to get fired up. That's for sure.
So Christine, what VA, what are you? I apologize. What is it that you do again?
So
I was late.
So I'm a business, I like the title business support specialist. So I help
Okay.
entrepreneurs and business people operate their businesses. You were saying you need an assistant, someone who can manage tasks. That is something that I'm interested in learning more about. So I'm definitely going to get on your calendar.
Okay, bye,
And
Jennifer.
And what state are you in?
I'm located in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my information is here. So yeah, for sure. Let's chat and talk. That would be great.
All right. you guys-
Marie, thank you so much. It was great, ladies.
Yes, let's
so
make this
much.
a superhero day, right?
Yes. What's that up in the sky? It's a bird. Play. No, it's Paul.
We're gonna have to make a name for you.
Thank
for
you, Marie.
superhero. We're gonna have to figure that out.
Marie, you're awesome. All right. Thanks for
All right.
putting that smile on my face. Bye,
You
everyone.
guys.
Bye.
We'll see
Thank
you, Christine.
Okay.
Bye-bye.